Hey travelers, today on the channel we're going to finish the house we started building in Willow Creek. We're going to furnish the top floor. I did want to mention that I went ahead and built a family for the house and moved them in and made some changes. So before I made some changes, I uploaded the incomplete house to the gallery, the one that top floor was not done at all. So I'm going to go ahead and share that version of the house on the gallery with you, and then do what I want with the bottom floor that I've made changes to once we've finished the top floor. So we're going to finish the top floor, and then I'll probably save that version of the house as well before I then do what I want with it, basically, because it's my save. And so yeah, and it's my Willow Creek save file for rebuilding Willow Creek. But if you have all the packs, there should be no trouble with any of the builds I've done, and I think most people have most of the packs now, although I wouldn't actually know. I don't know whether or not they ever surveil us about which packs we own. They really probably should. But I'm not going to utilize all the packs anyway, and this one's already a kit house, and not everyone owns all the kits. So yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to play and do the top floor. And I've, like I said, made a family for this house. But we're going to go ahead and furnish the top floor. Here's the change I made, by the way. I moved the media room up to the top floor. So this room is done now. And I have gone ahead and used the popcorn maker from the kitchen stuff pack, Cool Kitchen, I think it was called, to make a basically like a movie watching room. So then my goal with the downstairs living room, this area, is once I'm actually playing with this family, because I think they're the family I'm going to play through myself with the current event. I'm behind on it a little bit, but I intend on starting it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use this room to build in other like skill items and stuff, and I'll fill out laundry and hire them a butler, things like that, when I play with this house. But I'm not going to play with this house on camera, in case you wondered. And so yeah, let's go ahead and design the top floor. We're probably going to have to cheat them some money. They only have a little bit of money right now. And we're probably going to need quite a bit to furnish this top floor. So we have one room done. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and outfit these bathrooms. And I am actually going to this time combine base game with the sleek bathroom kit for it. And then with the bedrooms, we'll use Cozy Kitsch, maybe. I don't know if that's kitchen or not. We'll use Storybook Nursery, Comfy Gamers, Secret Sanctuary, Casanova, and Refined Living Room for the bedrooms and stuff. Okay, so first we need is plumbing. So we got this sink, as you know, and I'm going to go ahead and try to match its color scheme. And I want to put a sink in every bathroom. And this one has access to it's accessible twice. And I do want to try to match color scheme. And with this bathroom, we're going to do 2 sinks, because this is the master. This is the master. This huge master suite. It's ginormous. Basically, we're going to have the bed and things over here. And then we'll have an office, I think, in here maybe. And a sitting area in here with like a TV. We might switch that, but yeah. And then they have their own little balcony too, which I like. So, and it already has those 2 items on it. I might put another lounger over here. And let's go ahead and do that real fast. Yeah, I think that works. And slide this over a little bit. Hold Alt to get it as close as we can. Yeah, I think that will still work. I won't have any way of knowing that right until gameplay though. And then the only thing I want to put on the balcony is I want a rug, some kind of rug, maybe this one. And then actually I also think a skill item out here would make sense. So we'll put an easel. We'll angle it. Yeah, that works. And then also I think we should probably have a candle on this table. And maybe a couple of outdoor lights. Cool. Yeah, I think that works. And then I think we'll take this same outdoor light and put it over here, and maybe also put a few over here just to line up to this. And I think we'll actually also do like some ones over here, just so there's light coming up to these kinds of places. I do wish that the lights clipped on to the fences. Like, I really wish that was a detail that they'd thought of, lights clipping onto fences. But it's, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, back to the bathrooms, because we can get those done pretty quickly. We also have this metal utility sink, which I only just realized we have, even though I knew we had it because I put it in here. Yeah, but it's the perfect kind of sink to go in the laundry room. There we go. Like I said, I want to imply laundry, even if I can't put laundry right yet. I'm gonna put laundry when I play with this house, but not right now. Okay, anyway, so back to plumbing. Let's go ahead and get loos for everyone. And we have this one, but I kind of feel like I'd like to change it up here and give a more normal one. And I actually think we're gonna change this around and give this like a stall. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish these bathrooms out pretty much exactly the way I'm doing this one. And we'll be back on camera when the bathrooms are done, and we'll move on to living rooms and offices and things like that. This room is gonna be, I think, a library. It was originally gonna be a gym, but then I put gym equipment downstairs. We don't really have bookcases anywhere yet, so I think library for this room. We'll see. But I'm going to finish the bathrooms exactly the way I'm doing this one with these items only, and we'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, we're back, and all the bathrooms on the top floor are done. So there's this one, and I will need to play test to make sure Sims can access all these things, but it's fine. And this is this one over here, which has access to this room and the nurse. And then the master is over here, and finished the bathroom, all done. Again, it'll need to be play tested, but it should be fine. Okay, and then this is the only daughter's room. It's a huge bedroom. She's gonna have such a good time being in there. So we're gonna go ahead and select the kits that I still want to be using and base game, and we're going to fill out the daughter's room. Now, when this house is loaded to the gallery, you can have whoever you want in this house, and you can redesign the rooms any way you want. You can make way more bedrooms, because honestly this place is big enough for more. You could make a bathroom right here instead, in these area right here, a bathroom, and then redesign this whole space to be different bedrooms. This could be redesigned to be a communal hallway space, and this be the only bedroom, and you can move this door. You know, you can do whatever you want with it when you play with it. But for me, this is the daughter's bedroom, so we need to go ahead and get her some wallpaper. And I'm gonna go probably like this mauve-ish pink color for her because of her sort of really pretty frilly bathroom. And then we do need separate spaces, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what we've got. I'm gonna deselect the base game for right now, just so that we can make sure we're using everything that we need to. I'm gonna give her this vanity. I did turn move objects off, by the way. It was on and it's off now. We need, let's go ahead and give her a room divider. I want to give her a pretty one. So for me, it's a toss-up between this brown one and this paler one. So let's go ahead and do the paler one. And I'm just going to place 2 down in the room, and then we'll go ahead and find her a bed. Now, we are going to turn base game back on for beds because we didn't get any ones that are not... We didn't get any ones at all in the rest of it. So I want to give her a really good bed. I don't want it to be a single bed. I do want it to be a double. And we have this one, Burst of Pride double bed, which came with the update, and it's like the pride flag colors, which is so cool. And I love it so much. So I think we're going to go ahead and use it. for her, just the straight up rainbow one. And then we're gonna go ahead and line these up just to give her a little bit of a separation between her bedroom area and where she's going to do other things like desk area, etc. So let's go ahead and give that. I swear I turned move objects off. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Those ones line up good then. And then we also want, unselected again, we also want a rug. These are our rug options. I don't think we have one I really want to use, but we can go ahead and use this. We can use this one in all the bedrooms. And we want more than one rug. We do. We definitely want a few rugs to define the spaces. So let's go ahead and give her this one over here in what's going to be her living room and work area. I'm going to give every one of the kids a TV and stuff to do in their room when their rooms are big enough. So there's 2 kids, one's a child, one's a teen, and his bedroom's going to be a little bit smaller because he has this office space too. And then this is the nursery where the toddler will live, at least for now. Oh, speaking of which, we have a toddler, so one of these bathrooms needs to have something added to it that's for toddlers. Here we go. Let's go ahead with this fun. I think the fun one. Yeah. So that's just the thing we need for toddlers. We're also going to need a high chair down. There we go. Yeah, we have this one, which is fine. Yeah, cool. And then we might go ahead and put a high chair in the media room too, just so that you could reasonably feed the kid in here and have them also be able to watch the movie, etc. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the daughter's room. And then we definitely want a couple of side tables for her. And we want surfaces to hold things. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put her desk over here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to see if a TV will fit on it or not, because sometimes the TVs are picky about what surfaces you can put them on. Yes. Okay, that works for me. And then we definitely need a sofa. We have this weird inflatable one, is so weird. And this is the 2-piece low. I think for the daughter, this one makes the most sense. It's not really lined up though, is it? Well, like, it kind of is, but not, I don't know. And then I want to get her like these poofy things. And I also want to provide her with just a couple of like regular chairs. This one. And then let's go ahead and get her the gaming thing. This one is going to flag like it's custom content, but it's from an event. So I will include that part in when I upload it, I will include it in my description, the fact that there isn't any custom content. It's just that it flags for the event. If you didn't do the events, then you don't have access to those things, I'm pretty sure. And then this is the one from the nursery, but I actually kind of like these for her too. And then we need some lights, and she needs a desk. Let's find what the desk options are. This is the only one we got that's new, so we'll go ahead and use it. And then we need a couple of chairs. And there's a really comfy looking one, and then there's this one. And then she needs a computer. But luckily we have some. I don't really want to give her the gaming computer. I really want to reserve that for the son. Honestly, this is the room I should have given the son, but it just didn't go that way. All right. So then with lighting, I want to go ahead and give her a chandelier over this area. Yeah, and then we can get some floor lamp, not that one. Maybe we also like give her the candle. I don't know, maybe she likes that. And then I want to go ahead and give her the speaker over here, and we'll go ahead and give her a couple of lamps. Oh, and then she still needs a dress storage. This one is probably the one that would be most. So let's go ahead and move things around. Maybe it works better like that, where it's like a little bit more casual. Yeah, okay. And then I do want to provide her with maybe not that she needs or wants. that a couple of plants would probably be specific. One. Alright, and then we do want a little bit of clutter. So I'm going to remove the base game because the best clutter is in the kits that we've got right. So let's give her some magazine and let's provide her with this jewelry box. And then let's give the desk a little bit of clutter. And then like let's see what else for this and then maybe we just put the book on the floor. Like her sticker collection and a pile of nostalgia. You know, she is a kid. Maybe there's a little bit of mess, which is fine. So a little bit of, and there's a mirror to like help bring it together. Maybe we put the mirror over here, like where she could stand up. Yeah. And then there's one other thing I want to give her, and that's just a wall. And I think this one, I wish it didn't do that shadow, to help light up those corners. Okay. And then that's the daughter's room, and that's fully done. So that's her done, taken care of, finished. Like I don't know enough about her to know what kind of hobbies she has, but that's her room and that's done. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the hallways together off camera, but for now we're probably gonna move to the master. I feel like this should be the sitting room, and then office area, bed stuff, which is fine. And then this is the sitting area for the teen boy and his bedroom, and then this is the nursery. Alright, so let's go ahead and move to the office. Let's go ahead and go and get this sitting area done. So, go ahead and put things in the office that I want to have be in the office. Not that. I definitely want a desk chair. And then I like this lounger for them. I think it makes more sense. So let's do this couch in blue, and let's go ahead and get a coffee table, and then this like laying rock thing. I don't know if this is a chair or what. It's a coffee table. So I feel like it could go, maybe we should do it this way. I want a coffee table so I can put more stuff on things for them. And then I also want a rug. I think we'll use this one, because we haven't, oh, actually, it is huge. It's not, it's really tiny, but it's huge in terms of the, so we'll use this one instead, shuffle it up. And then we need a TV, we need to add base game back in order to get, we're gonna go ahead and do this one, I think, for them, because there's two of them. And then I also want some comfy chairs, not necessarily facing, like available for people to sit. Like ideally you could move them around if you wanted or needed to. And then I do want a plant in this corner, and I think the one I want to use isn't base game and stuff, so we'll just use this one. And then we need some lighting. There we go. And we need wallpaper. We do basic dark, and we can put some art on the walls too. Decorations, art. Remove base and random art. Oh, this makes sense for her. And give her like a different lamp over here, like just one another of these ones maybe. If we could fit it, but it doesn't. So maybe we put the candle collection on the floor, yeah. And then she'll just deal with that when she can. Like she won't, you know, ideally. All right, and then I want to do one more sofa up here. And then this was glass, but again, when you put wallpaper on something, the glass goes away. Now it's like it has that wallpaper on the outside, which it doesn't. So there we go, now that that's glass again. And then I'm just gonna double check the other areas that are glass. Yeah, good. Okay, so we've done their sitting room, this area. I'm gonna go ahead and move this rug over. Yeah, there we go. To line up with that. And then I do think that this wall would be a good place for art. So let's see what our options are, because we don't, I mean, you know, we can put up whatever art we want. In terms of if it's base, that's base game. And then I'll put this one here. Oh, whoops. There you go, that worked. Okay, and then I wanna go ahead and put some lighting in the foyers really fast. I don't want to use the same lights I was using. I kind of just want to use whatever looks good. This is custom content, and it's like, it's a light. maybe even this one, at least above. And I feel like these hallways are narrow, so there's not a whole lot to do with them, but we can go ahead and put a surface right here and put some like art on it, or sculpt. And then the same exact thing can be said for over here. And also going to go ahead and like put a trash can over here just in case. And I think we'll go ahead and put candles on this table if we have enough of them. We have very few candles in our base game and stuff. They don't even fit on there, but they do fit here on that last little one. And this candle, so I'm just gonna take different swatches of this candle, which are all very odd. Yeah, I like. And then this can just be cluttered for storage purposes. Oh, we should put that coat rack out. I wonder why it doesn't go. Nah, it's art. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. So making changes is good when it works. So anyway, yeah. The only thing else I wanted to do in this foyer room, in this like sitting area, is I want to put this. I want to give pretty much everyone the opportunity to play games. Okay, so I feel like we should do the nursery really fast because everything else I can do off camera and then show it to you when I'm done. That way this video won't be so long. So I'm going to remove base game, and I'm going to remove cozy kitsch. Actually, no, I'm going to remove comfy gamer as well. And the Casanova one will remain comfy gamer. Maybe there's something in comfy gamer that the nursery would like to have. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with this, with the swatches we want, which for me is the green one. And I want to basically drag out everything from this pack. And then fill in with other things that are not. Here's the little wardrobe. Here's the little bookshelf. There's the weird photos, but I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of everything that's not Storybook Nursery, and then we can add back in stuff. Just so I'm not. Oh, here's the weird little changing table. Here's the block, curtain, bag. We don't need the rug. Ooh, we could use this. Here's a weird plushie that is somewhat hideous. Here's a lamp. This is a toy chest. Definitely think we should be going. I really wish that all of the swatches went together though, because they don't all. Like, they're not all the same. Like, they got really close, but they're not all the same. Okay, so then we've got this one, light, which again doesn't have a swatch that's quite right. Baby's first playmat thingy. The dollhouse doesn't fit anywhere, so let's go ahead and hit something to do in there, because that was everything else except for the weird photos, which I think are so creepy. Okay. Alright, and then I do want to use the wallpaper from this pack. It is beautiful, and I really love it, so I'm going to go ahead and it fits. It fits in so well. But that was literally like everything from that pack, so let's go ahead and just add back Comfy Gamer and Cozy Kitchen, see if there's anything else we want to add. And by that I mean decorative thing. We can put out this little photo of a cat. That's cute. The cat one's cute. There's also this one and these weird ones that have boba in them. Oh, there's also the flowers. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay, cool. And I think that's pretty much the it of it. I'm gonna go ahead and I think put this book out as though someone was reading to a child. And then I don't know what this is. Heirloom toy box. That's fine, because like this one's a toy box too. Or it's just decorative. Either way, it's cute, so it's fine. Okay, and there's the nursery, using the whole nursery storybook kit thing. I know I kind of put things randomly and they don't look maybe as good as they could, but it is what it is. Oh, I want there's hanging clothes, and I want some towels. I think the towels it's just, that's a lot of toddlers, babies, things like that. Okay, so I'm basically going to go ahead and do the other bedroom. And the master bedroom is a bed and an office. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And then we'll do the library together. Okay, guys, we're back. Let's go ahead and review what we've done. We've gone ahead and done all the bedrooms. We're going to do the library together. We went ahead and made a couple of changes to these bedrooms. Just added a rug in her room and this corkboard bit, and then I added this little like mini fridge and tea area over here just to give them something. All right, and then this is the foyer, and I haven't done anything with this clutter space yet, but I will. I'm definitely gonna, I think, put fruit basket right here. Just, you know, fruit you can grab on your way, etc. And I wonder what happens. Yeah, okay. Put this weird art on the wall. This is cool. I like this. This is neat. I think I'm gonna exchange this pride flag for that one. I put pride flags in their room and also in the downstairs, just a couple of places. So like they have the gay male flag, they have the pride flag, this thing. There's also one in their bathroom, just for fun, because the couple I'm playing with this house is a queer couple with kids, and I really want them to be proud of that. Anyway, so this is their bedroom, the master. This is their sitting room and their balcony, and I've done it in blues, and there's some art on the walls. Yep, and then they have their bathroom, which you've already seen, and this is the bedroom part of their room with all of this stuff. And I didn't put a table at this chair at this vanity because in reality I don't really want them using it. So it's like storage for vanity related stuff in my head. Anyway, and then I think we could use probably a couple of more decor bits. I want to go ahead and remove the kitchen one and the bathroom one. We don't need those things in terms of clutter. And then like I feel like we could use like clutter stuff. Here's the endless book pile. Let's fill that in. Here's a random pillow. I don't really want that to go anywhere. Here's a fruit bowl. Realistically, we could put a fruit bowl out. I'm not gonna, but we could. And then there's like just some stuff in which I want to clutter. So magazines, random stuff. There's a weird little globe that's base game. Yeah, so anyway, that's their bedroom, and I feel like it came together really well. They have this office space together. I really should just separate this with a wall and make it 2 rooms so that you can lock yourself in the office if you wanted to, but it's fine. This one's open too, you know? It would make sense if I did that, but I don't really want to. Okay, anyway. And then this one is her room all done, and this is the teen boys room all finished. And look at it, isn't it cool looking? Like, I put the paneling on the wall, and it just kind of works out, and it's like really cool. And he has all this little stuff from the kits, and I just think it looks really nice. And then in this room, his gaming room, watching TV area, and I think it looks really nice, and I'm proud of it. And then this the nursery that we put together. And so now we're just going to finish up the house by doing the library. So the first thing I'm going to do is I actually think I'm going to do the paneling walls in this lighter shade, this one, I think. And then I'm going to do one wall with this like newspaper classified ad thing. Yeah, cool. And then let's go ahead and get the bookcases. So to do this one, we really do want just like bookcase stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Restoration Workshop and Casanova, and we'll keep Refined Living Room, Cozy Kitchen, Secret Sanctuary, and we'll do that. And I don't know, I don't think we need the Refined Living Room one, although it does have the books in it, but I use them in the other room already. But it has a lot of books in it. It's okay, we have so many base game books, so yeah, let's unselect that too. Okay, so then let's go ahead and build the library. So because we have limited actual bookshelves, we're going to use this one that we used in the master bedroom, but we used it in a different swatch. And we're going to go ahead and use maybe the dark brown swatch. This one I think is good. And we just want to give as many books as possible. We now have insufficient funds. Give the family back some money. Okay. And then we have these weird cabinets, but I don't know like why they're just like floor cabinets. They don't really make sense to me as floor cabinets. But that's fine. Go ahead and change the swatch on that one. And then this one has different swatches. But again, like I said, like they don't stack and they don't go up on the walls, it doesn't seem. So I do have a hard time figuring out what you'd use these for. On either side of that is fine, I guess. And then I guess we can use this too. Over here maybe. Okay, cool. And then we can go ahead and clutter with books. All the books. As many books as we can fit, basically. And I guess that's all the books we can fit. Okay, and then I want to see, okay good, these ones do fit in here. Or at least that one selection does. So I'm just going to change up the swatches on those just so they look like different books. You know, same bookend thing, different books. Okay, so I don't think we got any rugs with any of these kits. We have some with the base game though. And we got this one, but I have already used it a couple of times, so maybe we'll go ahead and use this one. It's a little bit big though. I want it to be like slightly smaller. Maybe this one. Yeah, okay. And then let's go ahead and see what we have in terms of comfort. For the kids, I have selected not the base game, so unselect base game. Good, then we have these ones again. So let's go ahead and put these ones out, and maybe even this lounger. Seems like a good nap spot if you ask me. And then I'm gonna go ahead and see what we have for decor, which is basically just this random stuff. Okay. There's like a fireplace we could put in. Doesn't really make sense there. Remove the windows, which is fine. I don't know. It's fine to me. Alright, and then lighting, and I think we'll go with these ones. I think we'll go ahead and go in the orange one, that's fine. And then, do we have any? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I just want to double check that there isn't anything else that I want to use from these kits in terms of Secret Sanctuary Cozy kits. Not any of the others. We can put fruit out if we wanted to. Put stuff on the walls. I don't really want things on the walls so much though, but I do want a coffee table to be able to put decor on it, like this fruit. and this plant, maybe. It won't go there now. That's fine. Okay, so then that's the library, and hopefully people could get into it. I don't know that Sims will actually be able to move around this furniture setup I've got, but I would like them to be able to. So I think in order to facilitate that, I'm going to go ahead and delete these things and just put the books up. See if there's any spots for any more books. There should be, like, ideally right here. There we go. Cool. And just delete these. That way Sims can come through the door and come around potentially. I think that it would be beneficial to have this not be here. And I feel bad about that, but like I don't know that Sims are gonna be able to get in here, and I really want them to. So let's go ahead and reorganize some books. Yeah. And get rid of this, even though, actually, can I squeeze it over here? Oh, maybe I could just put it out in the hallway. Well, I mean, that will work. Here, I think we'll put it in the hallway right here. Give you somewhere to set something on your way to other places. Okay, cool. Because that means now I'm sure they'll be able to get to these sitting spots. Okay, cool. So that's the whole house, and I'm going to post it on the gallery now, as it is with all these kits. Know that the couple of things I used that were from the events that I've done in the past will flag as custom content. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll put it in my description that there actually is no CC, but it's just gonna flag that way. And that's the house finished for now. I'll have the empty second floor one uploaded to the gallery, and I'll have this one uploaded to the gallery, just because again, I've made some changes. I want to put some other functionalities in this room for playing with this house, so yeah, that's why it's like that. And I moved a family in, so that's why the trees are all bare now and they weren't before. So yeah. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a like and a comment, share the video with your friends, family, and followers. Subscribe to the channel if you're not, and it's been a great time building this house with you guys. I look forward to getting into the new pack tomorrow, and I will probably be playing through some of the pack on my channel and making builds, but I don't know for sure because every time I play through the packs, those videos don't do that well. I mean, I only have 75 followers, and I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so happy that you're here. I wish I had so many more, but I don't. So I only have you 75 people, and I just don't think you guys like my gameplay ones very much, but you do like my builds, and you like my gameplay for other games, but not for Sims. So I'll definitely do some builds with the new pack, totally and completely do some builds for the new pack, but I won't probably do gameplay for it on my channel, but I'm still going to be playing tomorrow, and I look forward to it. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day wherever you're at in yours. Bye, travelers.